What's going on, guys? Austin FFA here, or Luna. So, I have a story today that is actually a part of the 40K special. I decided to let you guys know. The 40K special isn't just one story. Over the next course of the week, I'm just bringing you guys the best stories, in my opinion, that I have. I know that I'm getting pretty close to, I have a lot of the bangers left, but after this week of just pumping out crazy banger stories, I'm going to keep doing my stories, the ones that I think are crazy, but I need to save the really crazy ones for milestones if I ever hit them, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna get into this now because I know you guys are probably hyped to hear this. So, caught selling weed by the principal, something that has happened actually I think 3 times now, and I'm gonna get into it. So this happened freshman year, yes, freshman year. And it's kind of funny because it was like a reverse role play in the school. So I mentioned last video. This is actually how this came about. Last video I talked about how my friend always used to sell me weed in the bathroom. Well, he didn't always have weed. He could be dry at times, and he would actually ask me sometimes. He'd be like, "Yo, could you sell me some weed? I'm dry." And I usually couldn't. I'm not gonna lie. When I used to smoke, I'm sure a lot of you guys can vouch for me. I was kind of a weed hog. I'd buy a shitload of weed and then smoke it all by myself because I just like getting high. I don't know, I just liked it, and I didn't like selling it to other people. Not that I was a scumbag. I just preferred to smoke by myself and enjoy the ganja rather than sell it. But my friend is really tight with me, and he asked me this particular day. I think it was a Thursday. I think he was like, "Yo, tomorrow on Friday, can you bring me like a gram?" And I had a good 5 grams, and I don't have a scale. I don't have anything to measure it. I just know the dealer told me it was like 5 grams. And at the time, I wasn't like a super smoking noob, but I didn't know how to measure weed whatsoever. So basically what I did is I picked it out with my fingers and ended up, I probably gypped myself out. If anything, I think I gave him way more than a gram in my opinion. But I don't care. He's a good friend of mine, and he's always hooked me up, so why not hook him up, right? So I went to school the next day, early in the morning, and I mentioned it in the last story. My bathroom at the school is so fucking small. The smell can linger for hours on hours. So I went to the bathroom. I waited I think 5 minutes, and he wasn't showing up. And I called him. I was like, "Yo, what's going on?" And this is when I got sketched out. I was in the bathroom on the phone, and I had the weed in my back pocket, and I didn't have it smell-proofed, which is dumb of me. I didn't put it in a deodorant container. I had it in a Ziploc bag. I double-bagged it, and the smell was still lingering. It was a really, really good strain, and it was super dank, and the smell was just fucking all over the bathroom at this point. I was sitting there for 5 minutes letting the smell just, roam the air. So I kept calling him. I was like, "Where are you?" He's like, "I'll be there in a minute, dude. I'll be there in a minute." And this is when I got sketched out. On the phone with him, and I was like, "Where are you?" A teacher opened the door. He went to one of the urinals, peed, washed his hands, and then immediately walked out the door with a weird look on his face. And I got kind of sketched out because, you're on the phone with someone asking, "Where the hell are you?" and the bathroom smells like weed. Do that, put 2 and 2 together, it looks pretty sketchy, right? So the teacher left the bathroom, and I was on the phone with my friend while this was happening. I put my phone down when he walked in, and I was like, "Yo, you gotta hurry up." So he came into the bathroom, and I was selling him the gram of, or however much I gave him. Like I said, I think it was over a gram. I sold him the weed. He gave me like $20, which was, like I said, I kind of ripped myself off in this situation. And, well, not really. I mean, he paid a decent amount, but like I said, I didn't sell weed on a regular basis or anything, and I sucked at measuring it and, scaling it and all that. So I gave him the weed. He gave me the 20, and the minute we went to walk out the door, we opened it, and there was my dean of students, my principal, and my VP sitting right there at the door. And we opened it, and they were all crossing their arms, looking like they were about to beat our asses. And immediately when I opened the door, I knew it. We were fucked. We were sitting there great, we're fucked. And my heart dropped. My friend, you could tell looked like he was about to puke. And we were just like, "Great, this is it, guys. Let's sign our suspension forms and be gone for the next 2 weeks." So they just said, "Come with us." And they had no proof of what we were doing, but apparently, I'll get into that in a minute. So we went to the office with him. We were sitting in the office with my principal, and he was doing the classic clicky pen thing that he does, where he sits there and stares at us, and he clicks his pen like an idiot. And like I said, I was like, "Why are we here?" And he's like, "You know exactly why you're here. Don't even." And I was like, "No, but I don't know. Why are we here?" And I was being kind of a sarcastic douchebag to him, and that's really not good to do. And then my friend said, he's like, "Why am I here?" And we just kind of kept saying, "Why are we here? You don't even have a reason." And he just got mad. He snapped. He's like, you guys know the reason. Come with me right now. So we walked out of his office, and there's like actually a side door in his office, and we went into the, it's like the VP's office, basically, the vice principal's. We go in there, and the teacher who walked in the bathroom when I was on the phone was sitting there with his arms folded. And we all had to sit in a circular table, and my teacher had to explain to the principal how he walked in and saw me on the phone talking about weed with my friend. And I didn't mention weed on the phone. I just said, where are you? When he was there and I said, where are you? I put the phone down, and that's what really kind of set him off. And he said, he's like, I walked in, the whole bathroom smelled like marijuana, and then he put the phone down and was acting very, very nervous. And I was like, so? I wasn't doing anything. And he's like, yes, you were. So, sure enough, they had to have the school security guard and the school cop come in, and they searched me and my friend. They didn't find anything on me because, like I said, I sold the money, or I sold the weed to the kid, and he gave me the money. They found the $20 on me, and then found, I think the good 1.5 to 2 grams on my friend. And they were just like, wow, like, see, we caught you guys, we caught you. We knew it, and like they're just basically saying we told you so in a fucking really douchey tone. Like, he smiled and everything. I got really mad. Like, if you get caught doing something and you know you're fucked and they smile about it and make jokes, it pisses me off more than anything in the world. So they ended up suspending my friend for 2 weeks and suspending me for a week because they didn't find anything on me, so I wasn't technically in that much trouble, but they know I sold it to them. And it's kind of bullshit. I probably could have fought the thing. We honestly probably could have fought it. Like, I know I could have. I probably could have gotten no suspension, but then again, I didn't care at the time. I wanted to get suspended, but in my opinion, it's just crazy. And I felt so bad for my friend because he took the whole fall for it, even though I'm the one who sold him the weed. But technically he did have the illegal substance and I didn't, so it sucked. But we took each other's falls hundreds of times in that school, so it was pretty crazy. And I love going back to that experience because it's one of my favorite stories personally. And I don't know, looking back on it kind of makes me miss what happened in that school, but at the same time I'm kind of a fucking idiot. But don't do what I do. You guys know I'm an idiot. But I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this story. If you have any, please let me know in the comments below if you've ever gotten caught with weed at your school. And leave a like if you enjoyed. And by the way, guys, thank you so much for 1K likes on my last 2 videos. You guys are fucking crazy. Like, it'd be cool if we could do that 3 times in a row. I mean, if we go for 1K likes again, that'd be dope. But I don't like setting goals because I don't know. But I think we could do it. But leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment below of any of your stories that you guys have. I love you guys so much. Peace out.